We are live. Can you believe it?
Hi, Mom. Mom's my greatest fan.
Mom's your greatest fan. So, welcome back to More About Birth. This is the season finale, and I'm going to spin it to the gals. They are the hosts and stars, Shannon Bennett and Angie Hansen.
Woo woo. Hey, I think we need to thank all our guests to start off. You guys are amazing. So we've had so many special guests on our show. Yeah. They've taken out of their time. It wasn't like they were really getting anything out of it. They just gave of their time to come and be with us and let us know what they had to share. And it's been some good stuff.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Had a lot of good feedback. I've heard some moms say, hey, I love the diversity of the things that you've shared. Love oh, are we showing bloopers?
Oops, technical difficulty. Sorry.
Get it together, producer.
I'm sorry. It's live. It's you're gonna have things like that live.
So one of the comments that I hear a lot is that everybody loves when the guests have some kind of a prop or something they're doing or showing. Great stories to tell. A lot of good feedback about our behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, that was a favorite.
That was a good one.
That was fun.
What would you say is a takeaway for you from season 1?
Me or her?
Either of you.
Let's hear from you, Keith.
Well, I have the one at the very end I want to save, right? But I would say this. For me, probably one of the coolest moments, not without the humor and all the fun behind the scenes stuff, was the amazing moment when we had Aggie on and we kind of flipped things. Right?
You stole mine.
Sorry.
All right.
Uh-oh.
So that's one of my favorite moments. But you were going to talk about yours, and then
that's what happens when you've been married for almost 40 years, right?
Yeah. No, that was a great moment.
Mine.
But there's other things too. Like I love the bloopers. You know, the one bloopers we did, the tea people. I love that.
I don't think that one's that funny because it made fun of me.
Yeah, but I thought that was a great moment in the season. Just because I think that you have all the serious topics, but you need to laugh. And that's one of the things I love about what Angie brings to the table, which will really shine in the bloopers later.
Me?
So if I was to flip it and say another one, then I really liked being behind the scenes with you guys. I got to, run cameras upstairs and see what you guys do.
This guy's a slave driver.
Yeah.
He works
This guy is a slave driver.
Yeah, up till 4:00 last night to get ready for this live stream.
He'll be sleeping on the couch this afternoon.
Just because I wanted to make sure that we got a chance to let our peoples, right? Our peeps out there.
Our peoples?
Peeps.
People that have been supporting us and being a part of the podcast. And so for me, that was, my gift back to all the people for listening.
He does work really hard. Thank you, Keith.
You're welcome. It's not about me. It's about birth stories, right? Yeah. But being in the back seat, trying to hide with the camera and seeing you guys get your gear and roll in, see Angie pull in. I know it happens, right? But I didn't get a chance to see it firsthand. Mm-hmm. And then I had video of you getting ready. It was a cool moment for me.
What you need is video of us cleaning up and packing up when we're dead tired. That's comical.
Yeah. So, we all know with me and birth stuff, sometimes it's not exactly comfortable. And I'm on camera today, so be nice to me, Angie and Shannon. But the bottom line is that was cool for me. So the highlight would be watching you guys get together and roll in and see the game faces, right? Mm-hmm. We're going to a birth and then you guys talking, which we have that.
We do shift into another mode.
And the North birth story, in all fairness, was one of our best.
It was one of the favorites, yeah.
And the audio did really well as well. And we have both audio and video. Mm-hmm. And so, it was really cool. And you could probably see me peeking around the corners. As a producer, you want to try to emphasize the story, right? Mm-hmm. And then I want to be here to assist you guys. I don't want to be on camera. I really want to be that fly on the wall. And I got to be a fly on the wall. And a lot of this season for me, in all fairness, is all the stuff off camera, all the things I got to see and laugh. And they're going to hear me laugh during the bloopers. I mean, you guys had me.
Guys, I heard him laughing last night. Yeah. He's in his den editing these bloopers. I'm half asleep and I hear this just hilarious roaring all by himself in the den.
Again, just a tribute to our guests.
It must be good.
While you guys share a little bit, I want to put this still back up, if you guys are okay with that. Hopefully I won't absolutely roll the blooper video. But it's up. And so those were some of our guests. Yeah. Some of them we had twice.
Thank you.
So thank you guys. And it's been up once again. We want to have it up again because in reality, not only did we get a chance to talk about what we saw, they got to tell their story. And, you're going to share it.
Yeah. What was What was one of the moments for you, Angie, that was really special with our guests?
I loved interacting with every single one of the guests that I was a part of. It was just super fun. I had a lot of fun bringing Cal on. I know we're going to talk about that later. Because he's a goof and he's a good friend of ours, so that was fun. But the one that I wanted to highlight was having the Mundalls on, the doctor episode.
Yeah, that was great.
Because they're just dear friends of our family, and I love hearing about their life and the unique things they've been a part of. And if there's any way that I could emulate what they have done in their life and service in healthcare, as a healthcare provider, I would love to do that. I loved hearing about the jungle story.
I know, that was great. That was great.
Sorry about that.
Another technical blooper.
No, it's just that I want to see who's on with us and
hi everyone,
and just say hi. And so I had the audio on. I apologize, but again, that's part of life.
Yeah.
So you roll with it.
Anyway, so if you haven't heard the doctor stories and the clearing the jungle story for the sake of serving the poor, go back and listen to it.
Great
It was
story.
fun.
And I think one of my most special moments was, because it hit my heart, was when we were talking with Aggie about prenatal loss and stillbirth. I just realized, like, what a ministry that is.
Yeah.
I mean, it truly is a ministry because it really touches people's hearts, and it's something that you don't always have someone to talk to about it. And I got really teary and choked up. So that's kind of a memorable moment for me.
Yeah, that was precious for me too, because I it's something you don't talk about, but to talk about it,
right?
And have her share what she was doing. For me, we've been around loss like that, and you've experienced it as a midwife, and I'm sure you've been around it. Yeah. But to have her tell her story and how she's ministering those people, and
it
she's
was
giving
great.
Herself.
It was great.
So, man, my hat's off to the Tri-City Chaplaincy and what Aggie's doing, and if she's listening, man,
thank you.
A privilege to have her on the podcast.
Yeah.
And we do want to thank all of our guests. You guys are all awesome. And I'm so thankful that you agreed to be on our podcast for season 1. But I think that Keith has some.
Are we ready? Do we thank our guests enough?
Bloopers.
Did we tell your stories? So
I'm not sure I even want to see these.
So
we haven't seen this yet.
Yeah. So Angie,
no, we haven't seen it.
You said, and I love this spot. You said at this one moment you're going to see in a second on the bloopers. You go. You just kind of said, I told you guys the cameras are rolling, and you go, well, I guess we just got to catch the good stuff. Or I forget how you said it, but I thought that was classic.
Was she dancing a dervish?
Yeah, well, you're going to see a little bit of Shannon, and you're going to see a little bit of Angie.
Boy,
and this
I'm
is going to be fun.
scared.
And you're going to hear me laughing in the background. So these gals are going to put headphones on so they can hear. And then we are going to roll the bloopers. So get ready for 2020 More About Birth bloopers. Here we go.
I'm scared.
College Johnny's like you, and I'm like Keith, and they should dress up like us and come to a podcast.
Such a horrible idea.
Probably the most popular podcast. It for sure would. With some like long hair on Keith.
Hey, you guys ready?
No.
She's having a moment.
Well, because I was saying, I have allergies, and anytime you're in public now and you sneeze or blow your nose, you feel like a leper because everyone's
I know.
And she goes, she said she saw this on a meme, and it was that you used to sneeze to cover your farts, and now you fart to cover your sneeze.
That's horrible.
Oh no!
I am sure glad I was rolling video and audio.
You are not.
Yes, I am.
Well, you gotta catch the good stuff.
Okay, here we go. You ready? I gotta do an intro.
Wait, I don't even know what I'm saying.
Doesn't
That's
matter.
fine.
He's going to talk when you think.
There you go. Just fire from your hip. Remember, you said that you.
I said
Between the two of you, there is so much like room in this room.
Yes,
that I'm
yeah.
Sorry.
We're charged.
Nice necklace.
like, thank you.
It's
I love
silly.
it. I love
No,
it. Try to
it's
get
very
through it because even if you guys crack up, if I can get one, I'm keeping it. Remember, they just watched your podcast.
All right.
Come on, do it.
Cheers.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
She just threw that in front of her shirt. That was great. That was great, baby. Well, you're done.
We can't take it anywhere.
I love
Happy
this.
2020.
Christmas. My Christmas baby.
Welcome back to More About Birth.
Take 65. Stop it. Well, welcome back.
What's it called?
We are talking about.
No. What are we doing by staying apart from each other, you said?
We are sheltered in.
Sheltered in. Okay, let's do it again. What's that look?
I'm so confused.
Okay, here we go.
Podcast is called Sheltered In.
No. Well,
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm keeping that. That's extras right
Merry
there.
Christmas.
Come out my nose.
I have it all
Sip.
on video.
Swallow. Talk.
Usually a lot of coffee and a lot of chocolate because I don't do hardly anything in my life without chocolate.
Without chocolate.
And it also, keeps me in Shannon's good graces. So I try to have it on me pretty much at all times. And
I always say I'm not going to have any, and then I end up eating half of her chocolate bar. Kind of like your pizza.
so
So chocolate's okay at More About Birth.
Chocolate's great. We
It's more
probably
than
will
okay.
not do a podcast without chocolate and coffee.
yeah.
What about the tea people out there?
The what people?
The tea.
The tea people, we still love them. I think we're still going to love them.
What are tea people?
No, you know what? Midwives by
What's a
nature
tea
have
people?
to like tea because some people call them herbs, but we use our herbs in all
tea,
sorts
like
of...
the kind you drink.
It's all right. She really knows what she's talking about. Okay.
Here we go. Just had lots of chocolate.
Usually too much.
Hey, actually, go ahead and talk.
She's opened my
Just
chocolate.
Go ahead and talk.
Oh boy. Well, no, in all seriousness, we are super excited to have you along. I hope that you'll come and join us as we go on this crazy journey that we're not exactly sure where it's going yet and learn a whole lot about birth along the way and all topics encompassing it as well.
And don't forget, we'll have plenty of special guests.
It smells good.
Oh, you caught me. Oh, that was scary.
Oh my lands. Woo!
Yeah, well, you guys were not.
Oh boy.
Your mics were muted, so I was getting some reaction. So you had not seen that.
No,
yet, had you?
no.
So what was your thoughts? Was that fun?
It's too funny.
I can't believe you put a couple of those in there. Shame on you.
Well, I think it's the bloopers, the behind the scenes stuff. The cool thing was all the fun that we had. And the
We do
laughter.
have fun. I got to tell you, we do have fun.
Yeah.
Angie and I have fun together. Even at births, I'm sorry. We really do know what we're doing, but we have fun at births too.
Awesome.
Don't laugh.
No, our poor people. Every day at prenatals, we're like, we're sorry, guys. We know what
We
we're
really do
doing.
know what we're doing.
Yeah, that was a classic moment. So it's a famous moment now. Tea people, for me,
Ouch.
will always be famous people.
need a shirt.
Because we feel,
Tea
yeah, we
people.
do need
No.
tea people. So more about
Hashtag.
birth. We love
You
tea
guys,
people.
we had been talking about millennials and this group
I
and
know.
that group, and then they say the tea people, and I'm
know.
like, what are tea people?
We loved taking the whole conversation
It's
out
okay.
of context.
They love making fun of me.
Yeah, no, we love you.
There's just so much material to work with. I can't help it.
For real? I can fire you,
I know.
Hey, she's your friend. You can't
All
fire her.
right, let's tell them what's next.
What is next?
What
What are we doing here?
I think it's season 2.
What is next?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's okay.
So we got feedback
Fine with me.
from some people.
We have
Some
notes.
of you are peeps, and we just want to give you some ideas for what's coming up in season 2.
Cool stuff.
You guys had a bunch of great ideas, so I asked some of the moms groups on Facebook talked to some people, talked to clients. Angie and I talked, and here's some of the stuff we came up with. We'd like to have somebody come with their infant and teach us how to wear our babies.
Yeah.
Car seat safety was something that someone wanted to know about, especially.
Wait a minute. Wear your babies?
Oh yeah, baby
you're
wraps.
talking about that.
Ninja baby
Not
wraps.
like, where is the baby?
Where is Carmen
That's
San
not-
Diego?
I
That's not
just,
a good
there's so
question.
many terminologies that you guys use. I'm just still catching up to speed. So
It's okay.
Okay.
It's been 20 years since we had a baby.
Oh, okay. How's it going?
Healing from birth trauma. Someone was interested in elimination communication. And if you don't know what that is, it's teaching your infant to be basically potty trained. No diapers,
It's
guys.
just fun to say.
Elimination
We could
communication.
write a song about that.
Keith could sing a song about that. Pelvic floor rehab. Angie, you had some that you were super excited about.
Yeah. In some of my studies recently, I came across some of these things, and I think it would be super cool to talk about breastfeeding as a natural form of child spacing and how to do that successfully. Because
So that it works.
there's a lot of misconceptions about that.
that lead to conceptions.
That lead to misconceptions that lead to conceptions.
Yeah.
Yes.
Child
woo.
spacing. I'm still okay.
Just
We'll learn about it then.
listen.
We'll,
Okay, I'll
we'll
roll.
fill you in later.
I'm
Keith.
excited. I have to wait till September.
Or later.
Later.
Yeah.
I still think it would be an awesome idea to have the dads on.
Without
so
wigs.
that you could meet Keith
Yeah,
and Johnny.
Without the
I
I
wigs.
said no because I figured you're going to put a wig on me and make me
We
act
might.
like I'm you. I would make a
We
really
might.
good blonde. I'd have my flowing,
Oh, please
I'd have my flowing
don't.
hair.
Don't. That's disgusting.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, but to get the dad's perspective on the whole process
Yeah.
and just to see some new faces.
That would
Yes.
be cool.
And yeah.
We talked about why does everybody need progesterone in early pregnancy nowadays? Thyroid issues during pregnancy. We'd love to have an OB come on.
Yeah.
Talk to us about the different options for pain relief during labor.
Yeah, there's a ton of fun stuff.
Infant massage, placenta encapsulation, breastfeeding challenges.
Infertility and what to do about it and who to see.
Can I share an
Yes.
idea? I think it'd be really cool. You're such a studied individual, right? Writer on the area of natural pain relief. I think it'd be great to do a behind the scenes in one of your classes.
That could be fun.
Yeah, we could go
that could be
live
fun.
and have your class there. Obviously, that would be cool. And we have a live audience and
And-
do a little bit of that and podcast at the same time.
We do have a volunteer to let us do behind the scenes of some of her prenatals, her labor, her delivery, some of the postpartum and newborn exam things.
Yeah, we really
So it's
want
gonna
to
be
do some
fun.
more behind the scenes. We even have some ideas for some behind the scenes with some of our previous guests from
Yep.
season 1. So
Yep.
we
And-
hope you'll tune in.
I would love to. I'm sure we all would love to hear your ideas. So you can even post them below during this live in the feed. And you can go to ncmidwifery.com and send us an email and let us know what some of your ideas are. And if you know someone who's an expert in that area, we'd like to know that too so we can invite them on.
Yeah.
And during the break, we're going to have a couple little things that'll pop onto our YouTube channel. And Shannon, you can share it on Natural Care Midwifery Facebook page as well, because I think there's some clips before we get to season 2 that I'd love to, not just today, but show some more clips that I was seeing when I was prepping for today. So keep your eyes out on more about birth. If
Yeah.
you're not subscribed there, make sure you're there, because with video, we get to do so much more, and you got to see our faces when we're laughing. So
Just half the
You
time.
have to.
have to. Shannon's
right.
face when she doesn't know who teachers
Now,
are.
can we talk about the competition?
Yes.
Okay, so we had a competition for people who have been regular listeners. We wanted you to pick your favorite moment in the season. And then we were all going to pick our favorite moments, which we did. And if you picked the one that we picked and they matched, we were going to give you a prize. And so we
have a winner.
Yay.
We have a winner.
And we're going to announce our winner is Katie Avila. Woo!
Yay!
You are the winner of the More About Birth mug, the Lily's chocolate, a little added bonus here just for you. And because you're having a baby soon, We thought you might like your own fish net to catch your own little fishies.
Yeah, but don't
because
we're going to talk about our favorites, and you had a chance to try to find out what our favorites were. So
oh my goodness,
that's cool. I love the sharks, and I just want to warn everybody: if you don't stay to the very, very last few seconds,
you're not even going to get this.
Today's podcast, you're going to miss this moment. Well, you're going to see this moment, but there's a moment at the end of the podcast. One little friend makes a fresh appearance. So my favorite. Can I share my favorite?
Wait, I just want to say thank you, everybody, for participating. Thank you, Katie. Congratulations.
You're awesome,
and we're going
Katie.
to deliver this to Katie in person.
We are.
Awesome.
Thank you.
What was your favorite moment?
Okay, so I have to tell you that my favorite moment was when, Angie, you invited your special guest, and we got to learn about Pilates.
Cow.
But it
Cal.
wasn't just cows, Pilates. It was Cal.
Yes.
The guy is like,
Boston.
so I spent some years in Pennsylvania. I mean, I grew up partly here and partly in Pennsylvania. So I know this culture, fascinated with the accent. It was a throwback. I finally felt like I had guy support on the podcast. So my favorite moment is when he and I are bantering back and forth. And you saw a little clip of that earlier.
Testosterone.
But I'll show you my favorite clip right now. And then we will talk about Shannon and Angie's favorite clip. So let's roll the tape.
I mean, because I've seen people's Pilates machines. Is that what they're called?
Apparatus, but yes,
They're
equipment.
apparatus.
We don't call them machines, but
I'm like really not knowing what I'm talking about here.
Pilates is practiced. It's done on the equipment. If you're a serious Pilates person, you need to either have the reformer, the Cadillac, and the wonder chair and those things. But you can do Pilates on a mat.
Okay.
So in the airports, they have those little yoga lounges now, the exercise rooms. You'll often see people doing a Pilates mat class 20 minutes in between flights because
cool.
it's incredibly balanced in what you get out of it. But the mat really has its limitations. It's boring. There's only, I don't know. I mean, you can stretch a mat class out for 45 minutes, but it's about 25 minutes when you do it quickly and well. You need the equipment to do it.
Usually Keith says that he's getting an education when we do these podcasts. I think today it's going to be me.
I don't think he's
This is
awake over there.
interesting.
Actually.
I'm not awake today. It's Saturday.
The guy from Boston's taking a shot at the guy from Pennsylvania.
You know, always those Eagles.
Always,
Go
man.
Eagles, fly, Eagles, fly, right? Wait,
Pittsburgh,
Patriots?
man.
What was that?
It was. I think it was the Steelers, man. Wasn't it Pittsburgh? And
Oh, guys.
Oh boy. Okay, next question.
Nothing but love for Pennsylvania in the house right here.
Okay, so I want to talk about what effects does pregnancy have on the body from what you've seen as an instructor and what you, Shannon, have seen as a midwife.
Oh,
that's it. I just love the bantering back and forth. I love the fact that he included me, and
he was fun.
Yeah, and the whole thing, and watching you guys react. And he was up and he was animated. So we had bonus footage, and we during this this season we've been in, we played that bonus footage. It was perfect time, and I enjoyed the bonus footage too. So that was my favorite. No one really picked.
You just liked it
My
because
favorite.
we stopped
You had a
talking
man.
about birth and talked about football.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I really did. I have
Let's
to admit.
be honest here.
Okay, how about you guys? What did you have? A
We
separate
kind of had the same theme going on with the Poop podcast.
We picked the same favorite moment.
You have to kind of know the story behind that. So
Yeah.
way back when, probably, has it been even a year ago?
Oh, it's been longer than
a year and
that.
a half ago. We got this little podcast recorder and we took it back in Keith's den, and he goes, you guys need to get comfortable with it and comfortable wearing the headphones.
It was just audio.
Yeah, it was just the audio.
It was this machine right here on the desk, and that's where we started, and we added video. So you guys were running the little.
So we were trying to figure out how to use it, which was comical in itself. But we put the headphones on and we're talking and we're going, okay, so what would be a really good topic that no one talks about that we would have fun with? And we're like, oh, a poop podcast. So we did like a mock poop podcast. Keith listened to it and he's like, you've got to be kidding me. He goes, I don't think so. No. But guess what? It has been our most popular podcast so far.
Well, so the point is, it's been an idea long in coming, because it was like
a long
our
time.
First idea. We're like, well, if we're gonna break the ice here, we have to talk about poop. And Keith, the whole time. Like from way back when, he was having none of it. He was like, how on earth are you going to spend
He's like, nope.
half an hour
Nope.
talking about poop?
I
So
said,
like,
we could take longer.
oh, longer. Like we do this at birth. Like we have the inside story. You don't understand what's happening here. And
Well, I had no clue it had
so
to
we
do
had
with.
to convince him.
I had no clue it had to do with diet, and there was healthy signs to the baby and the mama, and I was just thinking about everything a guy thinks about when he thinks about.
Yeah.
And I
can't even
still
Which is
can't
what,
say.
like a newspaper
Yeah.
or what?
He
I had to
can't
type.
even
I had to
say
type
it.
the heading, the poop podcast. So that's.
He has a
I'm just
hard
sharing
time
the heading.
saying
That's
it.
all I'm doing right now.
Oh.
So should we?
So,
This was picked, right? This,
yeah. So Angie and I had not the exact moment in the
Almost
poop
exact
podcast,
same
but
moment.
almost the exact moment.
Right.
And so we're going to show you that one.
Get ready to laugh.
And
folks.
because, Katie, you picked the poop podcast, that's why you are the winner.
Here we go. Not a fish that we're talking about here in this podcast, in case you're wondering.
Where's
So-
our board?
Typically, when there's poop in labor in the birth pool, we can just take that old fishnet, scoop it up. We always have a double layered garbage can, and we put it on the inside layer and cover the outside
We're
layer.
prepared.
So there's no offensive odor.
Got you covered.
No one has to, be uncomfortable any more than they already are. It's not a problem. However, it becomes a problem.
There it is. Get it.
Oh.
Keith, are you with us over there? You're looking a little faded over there.
I can't tell you guys the thought that I just had. It's amazing. But let's just continue the podcast.
When they don't float like fish and you can't catch.
Slippery
So-
little sucker.
Is that why you have to buy multiple nets? Sorry, folks. This is what I was afraid of when we said we were going to do this podcast.
I have to tell you a story. So, Mama, if you hear this and you think it might be you, it could be.
No, you've done hundreds of births, right? I've heard some of these
500
stories.
births, right? But this particular one.
That was awesome.
Don't
If you
go-
think this might be you, it could be. So be embarrassed.
The names have been changed of the fruit to protect the innocent. Or the guilty. I love you.
Man.
Oh boy.
My goodness. You can actually hear me on that podcast trying to get some control and lead you guys on, and you just continue to go down that path. Those are amazing
What
moments.
can I say? What can I say?
So there was that segment that she picked, and a lot of people picked that podcast. Some people weren't specific about when, but the popularity of that podcast, based on people's responses, it was amazing. So I'm really impressed that you guys pulled off the poop podcast.
High five.
Woo, yeah.
We told you so.
And you get your own
You
shark
get your own
scooper.
pooper scooper.
Oh, my
So,
Yeah,
shall we tell these peeps goodbye and let them have a sneak peek
Yeah, I
into
hope
our
that-
new set for season 2?
I hope you've enjoyed this season. I've really wanted to say I really, really have seen you guys grow on this podcast. And stretch.
In more ways than one.
I appreciate it. And it's kind of crazy doing a live today. So hopefully it comes off great. Or we'll have to do this again. But anyway, I just wanted to tell you guys as your producer, also as your friend, and Shannon as your husband, I'm very, very, very proud of you guys. You did a great job. And I'm looking forward to the break because I want to kind of think about the season and really reflect on it and get ready for season number 2. So whenever you're ready to.
We're ready.
Sounds
See
good.
you later,
Thank you,
guys. We'll see you on the new set.
We just wanted to give you guys a sneak peek of our really cozy, fun new season 2 set.
Oh, cool.
And here it is. And this is where we're going to be. So we can't wait to see you there.
Yeah, and don't forget to join us September 15th for our season opener for season 2 right here on our new set. See you then.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Or we're supposed to drink it.
This podcast is intended for educational purposes only. Please check out Natural Care Midwifery and our podcast page for our full disclosure.